All right, picked up this 22 YZ125 and the maintenance continues. So in this video, we're going to cover greasing all the swing arm bearings, the linkage bearings, and all that good stuff. This is a really neglected area on all dirt bikes. This is something you should probably do once a year. Take it all apart, grease it, make sure all your shafts don't freeze up on you. So everything was pretty uneventful except for the swing arm bolt. It was pretty frozen in there. I mean, not too frozen, but you know, I had to put a little extension in there and give it some love taps with a hammer, and it started to move. Then I added some penetrating oil where I could fit in there, squirt it in wherever you can, and then gave it a couple bigger taps, and it came right out. So here's a look at the swing arm bolt. You can see a bunch of water and mud and stuff like that gets in there and gets all nasty. And then I would say everything looks great except the thrust bearings on the swing arm look a little rusty, but I think they're okay to clean up and re-grease. So I cleaned up all the parts in the ultrasonic cleaner. And one thing to note is this swing arm bolt, notice how it kind of gets stuck here in the engine cases. So you got to clean like the inside of the engine cases there and also the swing arm sleeves. So the swing arm bolt and the sleeves that go in the swing arm, I decided to vapor blast them. I mean, it just quickly removes all the junk, all the grease, all the dirt, all the mud, a little bit of rust, and parts come out looking brand new. Alright, so after vapor blasting, here I am just checking the fitment between the bolt and the sleeves. Since they're all clean, everything slides really nice. And also at the engine casing, so you want to check fitment of this bolt, make sure it's all nice and smooth, so that way it doesn't happen again in the future. Alright, so time to apply the new grease. I like to use Bel-Ray waterproof grease. Now, all these needle bearings are cageless, so you got to be careful because if you press too hard in there, the needles are going to fall out, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to put them back in. The swing arm bearings are the only ones that are caged, and you can see that a needle just fell out on me, so I applied a little bit too much pressure and too much swiping, and they just all kind of loosen up and fall out. So load it up with grease first and then kind of smash it in there to prevent the needles from coming out. Alright, moving on to the swing arm here. I'm trying to jam some grease in the thrust bearing area. Again, these looked probably the worst out of all the bearings here, but I'm just going to simply reuse them. They're okay. So make sure you grease up the sleeves before you install them. Okay, so if you found any bearings that are damaged and need replacement, I have another video that I did on my KX250 where I installed all new, brand new swing arm bearings, linkage bearings, shock bearings, the whole deal, and Factory Links hooked me up with parts for that. And so definitely check out that video. I used both a C-clamp and a vise and a press in that video, so a bunch of methods that you can use depending on what tools you have available. Obviously a press is the ultimate, it's the easiest to use, anyway, that video goes into detail about actually replacing damaged bearings. In this video, we're just simply doing maintenance by cleaning and packing it with new grease. Alright, let's get back to the 125 here. So install is just the reverse process. Make sure you apply some grease on the bolts themselves so that way they don't freeze up in the future. And again, we're going to torque all this stuff to spec later, but just finger tight everything right now is just fine. And don't forget to do the lower shock bearing. This is the smallest bearing in the whole linkage, and it's usually like the first bearing to go out too. So definitely check the condition of this, jam some grease in there, and it should be good to go. Alright, time to do the upper shock bearing. It's a little, it doesn't come apart, so what I'm doing here is just jamming grease in there, working it around, and then just wiping up the excess and putting the collars back on. Make sure you torque all these fasteners. They're kind of critical in the suspension. And reference your service manual for the correct torque specs. So the service manual came with the sale, so I was able to look it up. Alright, lastly, we can put the rear wheel on. Make sure to put a little bit of grease on the axle itself. And you can see I bought some new tires for it. These are the Tuss tires. We'll see how they do. I'm going to leave the shock off for now because I'm waiting on some carb parts and it's easier to access that with the shock off. So that's pretty much it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one.